Hello all, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Sandeep pursuing my BTech at Vishnu Institute of Technology, Bangalore. In today's video, we are going to discuss about a student's portfolio website which is built by me, and I also added some authentication to the website with full functionality. So now let's dive into the video. So first, we are going to visit the website so that you have clear clarity about what we are going to discuss today. So it's the starting page of the website, as you can see. And when we click on get started, it will directly navigate to the login page. So now let's sign up. As I mentioned, this website is built using HTML CSS JavaScript, and I used database the Firebase. So now let's go to the Firebase database. So here sign up is the collection of the database in which the data will be stored, the login data will be stored. As I used it before, here is some data, Sandeep in sandeep@gmail.com. So I added a feature in the sign up page so that if we add some duplicate data, as you can see, these both are existing. So it will show you a warning. There is a network error. Yeah. As you can see, it was saying that username is already exist. There are some network error. Yeah. As you can see, username already exists. And in the same way, if I enter a existing Gmail, it will also use an warning. So let's try with another one. As you can see, when I changed the name and username, the error was gone. And enter the password. Sign. After successfully signing, we will navigate to the login page again. So we need to enter the credentials which I have given before. After logging, we are going directly navigate to the home page, in which there will be a form for us to fill for the portfolio, building the portfolio. Here is the same basic details we need to fill. So now let's give some raw data. Means after submitting, this data will be stored in the database and retrieved when and reflects in the portfolio website. Here is the portfolio website, as you can see information. And I will explain the database in the code. Now let's go to the code. Here is the starting of the code. As I mentioned before, I used the database Firebase. So to use this Firebase, I need to download some packages: Firebase admin, Express, Path, Firebase admin, so on. And I also installed BigCrypt. I will say you later what will be the usage. And I used Express and Path for the writing the routes. I have written the routes for this website. The starting route will be welcome page, and then login and sign in home. These are the four main routes for my website. So coming to the sign up page, yeah, in sign up page I used the get method in the form so that the data which is given by the user directly will be retrieved by the server.js to add them into the database. And I written a route sign up data, means in the sign up data there will be a JSON file. JSON file will be created, and this data will be added in the JSON file, as you can see. In that from that JSON file, we are going to retrieve the data and add to the database, as you can see. And I rate collection, as I shown before, the sign up collection. In the sign up collection, we are going to add these data, and here is a key feature known as hash password. Means if we directly insert the password, there will be some security privacy issues by the users. So that we are going to convert the original password into hash password, so that no one can read the password and know what is the real password is. It will be add some more security to the user, and we can convert the password into hash password by using bcrypt package. And later on, going to the login HTML. Login, the same thing, the get function is used so that the data which is given by the user will be taken to the server.js and check if the username and password is already existing in the database or not. You will see, and this is written in the login data route. In the login data, we will see that in sign up collection, if there is an existing username and the username and password exists in the database, then we will redirect the user to the home page. Otherwise, we will again redirect to the login page. This is the process of signing in login page. And I have added some features I have mentioned before that if there is a user exists or your email exists, username or email exists in the already in the database when while sign up, so that we can avoid duplication and achieve uniqueness. Here is the use check user exist function, in which we are going to use the check email. In check email server.js, I will show you that. Yeah, here is the check email. In this check email, we are going to take the database data and check if the email is existing in the data or not, in the database or not, so that we can avoid duplication. Later on, authentication is finished up to there. And later on, coming to my main website, I used a form. As I mentioned before, I used the get method so that we can take the data from the users and give it to the database and it is done in the submit portfolio route. I will show you. Yeah, here is the, so that we will add all the data from the user and enter into the database, and it can be reflected in the collections name as portfolio as I used here. So the network is, yeah, here is the add data which I have added before, and you can also see here itself the password is added as a hash which cannot be readable. So these are the features. And after that, in portfolio.html, I used the fetch function to get the data from the database using a portfolio data route which I have written in the server.js. In portfolio data, we are going to take the data from the database and store it in a JSON file at portfolio data. That's it. So that when we need the information in the JSON file will be taken from it and displayed on the screen of portfolio website. As you can see, here is the code. We are going to use name, description, date of birth, email, skills, project, etc. And I written the CSS for each and every page. So this is the way I have built my student portfolio website. So thanks for watching the video.